Alright, so here we have the adductor roll of the inner thigh using a kettlebell, self-myofascial release. You could almost consider active release technique with releasing the muscles of the adductors. You can see the front view and the front view of the adductors, the Adductor Magnus in the picture to your left-hand side. And essentially what you're doing is you're just smashing the crap out of that muscle as you work through it. This is quite painful and a little bit advanced. This is really designed with people with like really thicker muscles or just very stiff muscles. Even if you have stiff muscles but you're not conditioning, you're not working out, this might be a bit much. But the thing I like about this the most, what makes it so effective, is that your body weight is on there. Your body weight's on there, but more specifically, your body's high up off the ground. So the front of your leg is able to dig into it. You get to use more of your body weight to really press into a small section of your musculature. So specifically, think about this. See, now here I'm like going a little bit higher up into my pelvis. And the purpose of this, again, is to release those adductors. I haven't been able to find anything better for the adductors than using the kettlebell. And the reason why is because just simply the amount of pressure I have to put on. I don't have to carry my body as much, because I feel like sometimes I have to pick myself up too much on some exercises. The only reason why you pick yourself up a lot is because you're trying to lean more pressure into the rolling device or the self-myofascial device. In this case, I'm using kettlebell handle. Another thing that you can use, obviously, is a foam roller, or you can use like a PVC pipe of some kind. All you're doing is you're creating pressure on a muscle and you're trying to push into it. And it's really not that difficult. It's just really painful. What I found the most to be effective is just finding a spot, and then after you find a really yucky, painful spot, you will bend and extend your leg, your knee. And then once you find a really bad spot, you'll let it sit there for a few seconds, usually 30 to 40 seconds, and then you'll bend and flex the knee. And you can kind of see how they're like almost look like a brain because it hurts so much. Because again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to improve the way the tissue functions. And for when you have big muscles or you have thick musculature, it's really hard because, having a foam roller usually isn't enough. You can start off by easing yourself into it, but for the most part, it's very effective just to like do this or basically anything that you want to do. The idea is that you're just trying to make some improvement in the inner thigh muscle, and of course the quad too. That's actually one other thing that people forget is even when you roll out your inner thigh, you're still going to get the side of the quadricep because it's in that section. Everything is sort of buried underneath there. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, click that thumbs up button for me, leave a comment if you got a question, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.